Hi everyone, welcome to the Renegade Report. I am Ramon. Guns. I think you should get one. End of video. No, I'm joking. Not end of video. I need to, bring supporting evidence for my claim that you should get one. There are a few claims I'm going to make, all backed up by evidence. And if I find the link, I'll put them at the bottom of the video. If I don't find them, well, fuck it. You must find it yourself. But anyway, number one. The police are on record for saying that they are unable to fulfill their mandate due to management and budgetary constraints. So, the police admitted in Parliament that they can't actually prevent crime. If the police can't prevent crime, someone else will have to do it. And that will either be private security, a community, or yourself. So, may as well take all the necessary precautions and arm yourself to prevent crime happening to you or someone you love or to your property. So that's the first reason to buy a gun. Number two, I think buying a gun is particularly important for various minorities in this country. So there's this absurd, white monopoly capital narrative going around, whereby white people have all the money and they steal it from others and they oppress others by hoarding it. Now, whites are a minority, and they are what you would call a dominant minority. So on average, they make more money than people of other races. There are reasons for that, which I won't go into this video. But if the racial rhetoric of the ANC and the EFF against minorities, be the minorities being foreigners, being Indians, being coloureds, being farmers, being whites, any other sort of minority, you are bait for the ANC and the EFF. They don't care about you. You're not part of their constituency. They actually don't need you to retain power. So I do foresee a lot of racial rhetoric happening in this election year, and it might continue later on. There might be a possibility that people will act upon that rhetoric and try to attack a member of a minority. So, particularly in South Africa, at this very moment, I think getting a gun as a member of minority is vitally important. And number three, to get a gun, a minority that is under attack but no one really speaks about are journalists. Now, I don't have high regard for most journalists. Well, let me take that back. I don't have high regard for opinionistas who masquerade as journalists, or propagandists who think they are journalists. But the ordinary journalist who does real work into finding out about corruption or nepotism or human rights abuses, things like that, the government doesn't care about you. In fact, you're a thorn in their side. Sina Fenter was she died. They say from a broken heart syndrome, or whatever that means. However, the autopsy results haven't come out, and they won't come out, and her family refused to talk about the reasons for her death. And I have sources that say that there is good evidence to suggest she was murdered. So for those who don't know Sina Fenter, she was part of the SABC 8. And she took on Hlaudi at the height of his tyrannical rule at the SABC. There is a possibility she is the first journalist to be killed for political reasons post-1994. That is a possibility. I'm not saying it's the truth. I just have some evidence to suggest that. Journalists could be, open time for you one day. One day the rhetoric's going to reach a fever pitch and you will be under attack. Defend yourself. Buy a gun. And lastly, if you own property, if you own medical aid, if you own money, they're going to come for it. ANC are going to come for it. This expropriation thing is not just about land, it's about a whole lot of other things. And there is nothing wrong or immoral about fighting an oppressive government. And the best way to do that is with guns. So, for all those reasons, get a gun. If you want to get a gun, there's a process to follow. Link in the description to a friend of mine's blog post about how to do it. If you're interested in guns generally, I would recommend signing up with organizations like Gun Owners South Africa. And Gun Owners of South Africa, also known as GOSA, have a lot of good resources on their website about owning a gun. And how to do it, most importantly, because that's the most difficult part. But once you have it, it's a really good investment. And never forget, guns are merely tools. Very effective, but they're merely tools. They don't work without you wanting to work them first. So keep that in mind. Buy a gun, train yourself, go on the range. It's actually quite fun. And yeah, enjoy living in South Africa where the police can't fulfill their mandate. Let me know how long you last without a gun. Anyway, see you next time.